fun.
Hey?
You enjoy that. I take it you do this quite a lot.
I've probably got about 1 hour's flight experience, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, gen up. Yeah.
No less than a week after passing my club pilot in Morocco, mate Russ and I jumped on a plane and headed for Tenerife. I had absolutely 0 hours post CP. Not strictly true, I had one 5-minute flight which ended with a crash landing in this bush. Here's how it went. I pushed straight out from launch with every intention of trying to make the beach. I passed the supermarket and got eyes on the airport landing field. At this point I realised I probably wasn't going to make it and needed to turn back. Didn't want to land in the golf course, dodgy cranes to my left, I needed to spin around.
Unfortunately, did not make the beach landing, which is really annoying. In fact, really, really annoying. It's like my goal for the week. If nothing else, I want to make that beach landing. But there we are. I was not very confident with the flight at the start. I was a bit paranoid. It looked a bit messy. People were up there. It looked really strong. The wind was really cross. There was so much shit going on. It wasn't daunting. It wasn't scary. Just a bit bumpy. So now we got to find somewhere sans cactus to try and pack up. I was really hoping to find some thermals, but there we are. Let's take the phone off. Tried to turn in what I thought was the thermals. It was a bit bumpy. As I went in, I felt the wing go back, actually, weirdly, and I expected it to go forward. It went back, so it's hands up. Got in there, wanged it in, tried to turn, and then it sort of just spat me out a bit lumpy and over that way. So obviously come out the side of it. Tried it again, nothing. But yeah, every day's a school day. You know, I'm very inexperienced, and if anything, coming out here and flying other sites in the UK after passing out my CP has taught me that CP, EP is very fundamental. Like, the learning starts when you start flying, and I've got a healthy respect for it. I'm not trying to die, so I've got a lot to live for. I'll keep doing this.
Back out at Taocho for the last flight of the day, we decided to head for the hotel landing field. That way it's a nice evening stroll back to the hotel.
Couple more turns, should have it. I think that long gap in the middle is going to be our landing. Quite high. Okay, it's going to be a little bit sketchy, and I really don't like it. We are overshooting this a lot. Come on, bring us down. Bring us down. I think this is going to end well. Downwind turning, lots of up on air then, lots of flare. Away from the cactuses, and down. It's a little bit worried towards the end, to be honest. Did not want to end up too close to there. In fairness, this was the field I was trying to go in, because it's a nice long one with a lot of runway, but I didn't want to come this way, I wanted to go that way. I saw what Russ went for. Russ is a lot more experienced than I am. He was going closer to the mountain, scratching around with some lift. Fair play to the boy, because he seems to have done well. I think that's him up there on the vault. We did say the plan was to come for the hotel field, which is what I'm in, but with that height, it would not surprise me if he went for the beach. But that landing was not my favourite, to be honest. That was it's hard, it is hard, man. I'm a complete novice, I'm a complete beginner, so it still takes time to you know, guesstimate your altitude and Have I got enough height? Am I too high? So I was too high when I come to the landing field. I suppose in some senses it's better to approach with more height than less. I did not like those power lines. Where's Russ then? Oh, he's turned back. He's going back for it. Yeah, I knew this was tiered, and I knew that there's you know, some long, relatively clear sections to use. Hello, cactus, you horrible bastard. You know, it's not a bad landing field. It's not a plush, lush, green, grassy field like we have in Britain. But yeah, happy enough with that. I really didn't want to land downwind, but I did. And I think I've done all right downwind, nice big flare. He's going to run it in to get away from the cactuses. Oh no, he's going for it, he's going for it. Yes, buddy. Woo. How was it?
Scratched real low, pushed out, thinking now come see Zack.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, I'm well happy with that flight.
Yeah.
Let's go down, let's go and get a drink.
After an epic day flying, we treated ourselves to some well-earned ice cream before heading back to the hotel for some dinner. Russ turned 65 while we were out there, so being the good geezer I am, I took him into town for some dinner.
It's your birthday, it's your birthday.
Now stay tuned for part 2 where the flying gets absolutely epic in some stunning mountainous scenery. I managed to get onto my first thermals and bang in some 2-hour flights.
We are on glide for the beach.
And I finally make it to the beach.
How's England, everyone?
Obviously there's the obligatory high fives.
Get it, get it.
Get it.
But then Russ started acting a tart, so I had to push him off a wall. I get to cloud base, bagging plenty of height to make it over to the tabletop mountain. And I finally get above Russell. Chuck in a couple more sketchy landings, and me pooing myself once or twice. But I do, of course, eventually get used to it.
Well, although it's bumpy, it is working. Let's try that one more time. It might smooth out as it gets higher up. That's definitely working.
Add in a couple of fat middle-aged blokes going for a swim. And we might just have maybe the best day so far.